Hey guys, so if you want to like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to click the notification bell to be notified every time I post a new video. If you want to follow me on Instagram, look at my Amazon storefront and follow my podcast called I Talk A Lot and rate 5 stars, even though I've not posted an episode in a very, very long time. So, getting an episode already on how I feel about dating and my fears about it. I will say, I have no dating experience at all. The only dating experience I've ever experienced was watching my sisters go through it and watching a little bit of my brothers going through it, not like very closely, and watching my old friend go through it. So it's like, that's my dating experience. So first thing I'm so scared about dating is like, I don't understand. Once you get to know someone, and so you know all their like ins and outs, and you know how they grow up, you know their friends, what are their hobbies, what are their dislikes, and so I always want to know is when you go on dates with them, I'm not talking about like activity. For me, it's like, I don't know, what do you guys talk about? Like I said, I guess it's a little bit easier if you're a long distance because you're not like next to each other and you can talk about, oh, what I did today, you know, or like if you're in school and you're in two separate schools, it's easier for you guys to talk because you're not in the same school, you're not in the same classes. But like, I don't know, I just always wonder, once you're done getting to know that person, what do you do on their dates? Like, I get it, you talk about your day and stuff, but like, for me, that's one of my biggest fears is like, once I get to know someone, I'm gonna be like super awkward and be like, I don't know what to talk to you about, like, meaning like, I don't know, like, sure, I can talk to you about like stupid conversations, but like, do you want to talk about stupid stuff like every single time we go on a date? Like, I don't know. It's like, I've asked my old friend what she did, and it's like, she was just like, oh, I just talk about my day, you know, and they talk about their day, but it's like, I don't know, what do you do? Like, I literally do not understand how people like start dating and they date for a very long time and then they move in together and they get married, and it's like, what do they talk about? Like, that's just me. Like, I can't imagine myself like getting past that first part of the relationship into more something serious. I'm just saying, sorry, I'm on a really long tangent on this part, but that's like, I don't get it. My brain probably will never fully get that concept of dating and marriage, which is why I think I'll be the first one in my family to get divorced. Probably the only person. Moving on to the next thing about dating that scares the hell out of me is like meeting your family and your friends. Like, I don't know, that's scary. Like, obviously it's scary for like everyone most of the time, but like, you know, I'm scared that like I'm gonna pick like a wrong person, and since I have no experience, and you know, like my family's gonna be like, oh, this person's like really bad for you, and then I'm gonna be like blinded by like lust or love if I think it's love when in reality it was never love. Like, I don't understand. And I know you have to trust yourself, but it's like, I don't think I can trust myself. Just because, like, I don't know what to look for. Like, meaning, like, what are the signs? Like, obviously the basic signs of, like, trying to, like, separate you from your friends and family and stuff like that, and, like, control you. But, like, I'm talking about the ones that are so, like, unnoticeable that, like, people can never really tell, and it's like they have like this great facade, and like they're very charismatic and like, you know, very like a manipulator and a narcissist. Like, I don't understand that. Like, my brain doesn't get it. What do you do? Like, how? Like, you can do so much research and talk to so many great people, but it's like, I've never experienced, but like once you're in it, like, how do you realize you're in it? And it's like, I don't know, it's just, dating scares the crap out of me. I'm afraid of it. Like, I'm not afraid of commitment, I'm afraid what's gonna happen to it. Like, meaning like, I don't understand how it works, what are the rules, what are the unspoken rules that I feel like everyone knows, but except for me. Meaning like, one of the things I hate about dating is texting, meaning you have to play it like a game, like not too available, but not too hard to catch. And then it's like people like to chase, and then once you get the guy or girl you get, and then they stop, and it's like, well, I already got you. It's like, there's no point. I've lost interest. I like the chase more than the actual getting to know the person. And it's like, I don't know. And it's like, I'm afraid I'm gonna find someone like that, and I just don't want to get my heart broken. I know I have to get my heart broken. I've had my heart broken, in quotations of like, oh, I really like this guy and he didn't like me back, or oh, I really like this guy, and I thought he liked me too, and then I made some stupid mistake, and I felt like I ruined everything, that experience I've had. But like anything like real depth heartbreak, I've never experienced relationship heartbreak. I've experienced friendship heartbreak, but that's so different. And it's like, I don't know. I'm scared. Like, I don't know how I'm gonna react to it. Like, it scares me. Like, I don't know. I'm afraid that, like, I'm gonna be a completely different person. And it's like, I'm not gonna know what to do with myself. And it's like, I'm not gonna know how to react or, like, do, or I'm gonna freak out and just, like, I don't know, like, run at the chance of, like, finally getting to know someone. Like, I feel like I might do that, but also I don't know, because I've never been in that position to, like, really get to know someone like that and, like, have the experience to grow from, like, meeting someone or to, like, a friendship to that next level, because I never get to that point even with friends. So it's just like getting that for a relationship, I feel like is like the extra hardest, most thing that I will ever have to experience in dating world, because like if I can't get past that with friends, how the hell am I gonna get like a husband? For me, I am looking to date to marry. I know what I want, and I know that's kind of like really hard for people to understand, because like I've never dated, and like how do you know what you want? Like, but for me, what I know, what I want is I want someone who wants to get married. Like I want marriage life. I want someone who wants to be okay with not having kids, like at all, like nothing. I don't want any kids, like no adopting, no fostering, any kids at all. Obviously, there's exceptions, like if someone loses their kids and that person becomes like a godfather, we'll take them in. But like if they're like really young, I'm like, no. But like let's say they're like 16 and up, then I'm like, okay, because it feels like I don't have to like be a parent in that way of like taking care of them, driving them to blah blah blah, like that part of like, because like kids scare me, and then once they like grow up and they have thoughts, that scares the bejesus out of me. It's like, what the heck am I doing with my life? Like, I don't know. I don't understand how people are able to like look at their life with dating and think, okay, this person is like really, this person is meant for me. Like, you always hear the term like, when you know, and it's like, yes, I hear it all the time, but it's like so many people can experience that, and then in reality, like years down the road, it turns out that person was not the one, or they get blinded by the like love and lust, or like this facade of this person. My older sister got so lucky that she found her like person. Luckily, my mom she's not your typical like monster mother-in-law. She's a very loving mother-in-law. We always open them up with open arms. With my brother and his wife, we all love her. She's like so sweet, so kind, the best. Like recently I said to her, like, God forbid, nothing will ever happen, but let's say just like a tiny chance if anything did happen, I would say, I'm taking you. You're not leaving the family. And it's like when you find there's like really good people, you want to hold on really tight, and that's where I feel like when that happens, you start to lose them. Like in general, because I've always experienced that just like with friends, like I start losing them and then I want to keep holding on to them, and then they just like leave no matter what. And that's like one of my biggest fears, is like finding someone and realizing they are not meant for me, and it could be like a year down the road, or it could be like 10, 15 years down the road. It's like, I went through all these years with you to realize you're not my person, and it's like it felt like I wasted all this time with this said person, and that's the case for most people. But like for me, it's like I'm so scared because I don't want to lose all that time just for nothing, in quotations. Obviously you have to go through that in order to, if you want to find your next person, but for me, I'm not like that, and I'm just like, I want to be one and done, and that's it. Like, I don't want to go through the dating process. It's hard, it's scary, I don't get it, my brain doesn't understand it. I just watched my old friend go through, and I'm like, how do you do it? Like, I was like, how do you date? Because like, that seems like really exhausting. And then for me, it's like, I would be like, oh my gosh, I could never like do that. I would be like, either be like super like blindly just go into it, or be like super pessimistic and I'm just like, nope, nope, nope. So I'm gonna end this video, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye guys.